Sylvia, Lena, cold is right. We're actually looking at snow associated with this one. Snow levels dropping to about 5,500 feet. That was just a shot outside. We're looking at a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of night sky, but that's all about to change pretty soon here. Radar set for right now, showing you rain making its way down the Grapevine right now, and a little bit of snow over Fraser Park. Take a look right here, a closer look at Fraser Park. We're dealing with a little bit of rain-snow mix. That's the pink area on your screen. White area indicating pure snow, and then we're looking at a little bit of rain indicated by the light green on your screen. The Grapevine fine in the way of snow, but certainly already looking at slippery conditions, also looking at very windy conditions. Several wind advisories kicking in first thing tomorrow morning into the overnight hours rather, and lasting through tomorrow night. Already windy out there. In fact, take a look. Lancaster looking at sustained winds at 14 miles an hour. Agua Dulce at 10 miles an hour. And as we take it over to Malibu, 17-mile-an-hour wind. So more on the wind, more on the rain, of course, the snow as well coming up in just a little bit. Back to you.
All right, even some snow out there tonight.
Right.
Just wild, Evelyn.
It is, yeah. We're looking at a very cold storm system. That's the unusual part, but it is pretty usual to get snow, or maybe rain rather, in the month of May. So you're going to see right here, we're taking you outside. A little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of night sky. That's all about to change. We're looking at rain entering the picture right now. In fact, radar showing you that rain starting to approach Santa Clarita, already starting to see it along the 5. Fraser Park, you've been looking at rain, well, for the last couple of hours, and a little bit of snow and rain-snow mix indicated by the pink on your screen. But take a look. It's starting to enter the picture here all along the 5, all along the Grapevine into Santa Clarita, starting to span into the valley pretty soon here. And take a look, still dealing with a little bit of snow closer to Fraser Park. It's starting to approach the Grapevine. Doesn't look like it's going to make it to the Grapevine, but we are looking at rain all along the 5 this evening and into the overnight hours. Wind advisories in effect as well. Windy conditions right now, getting windier into the overnight and morning hours tomorrow. Expecting wind speeds sustained between 20 and 30 miles an hour with wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Right now, Lancaster looking at sustained winds at 13 miles an hour. Lake Los Angeles also at 13 miles an hour. And over to the coast, you'll see Malibu currently looking at 15-mile-an-hour sustained wind speeds. That means wind gusts around 20-plus miles an hour. Also very cold out there tonight. We saw record low temperatures last night. Could do it again tonight. Take a look. Beverly Hills at 56 degrees, Encino at 54 degrees. And earlier today, only got up to 65. Far below average, far below record temperatures, and not getting close to record temperatures over the next 24 hours. In fact, we're expecting more rain over the next 24 hours. First thing in the morning, that's when it really starts to intensify. Looking at some heavier, widespread rain. In fact, looking at a little bit of yellow showing up on Futurecast right there, right around your morning commute. So it's getting heavier as the morning goes on. We're actually expecting more of it, so we're going to have more on that coming up in just a little bit. Back to you.
All right.
And here at home, we're looking at rain, even snow. We'll have the details coming up after the break.
A lot of rain in that part of the country.
That stuff headed our way. Is that what we're
That's exactly what we're seeing. It was a Gulf of Alaskan low that actually dipped down through the Pacific Northwest. Northern California is dealing with the rain right now. The Central Coast, and it's already approaching Southern California. So
it's a lot.
It's here.
Cold too.
Yeah, it's a cold one too. Exactly. So again, dropping down from the Gulf of Alaska, a lot colder, bringing in record lows last night. Could do it again tonight, temperature-wise. And now we're looking at the rain, even snow. In fact, those snow levels dropping down to about 5,500 feet. Could see it around 6,500 feet. That's sort of the range there. And could see a couple inches of snow. In fact, already seeing snow in Fraser Park. And that rain starting to approach us, coming through the Grapevine again, moving north to south. Take a look at this shot of downtown. Nice and clear for you, but very cool. We're at 55 degrees right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. Downtown dealing with cool conditions tonight as well. Pretty much everybody into the 50s and pretty much everybody bracing for that rain. Take a look at radar right now. The bulk of the rain sitting offshore off the Central Coast, just north of Point Conception, and starting to move in south of Point Conception into the South Coast, into Santa Barbara. Also dealing with a little bit of rain already along the 5, along the Grapevine. Fraser Park still dealing with rain. Still dealing with snow as well. Santa Clarita looking at a bit of rain as well coming down the 5. Looks like it's approaching the San Fernando Valley. A closer look at the snow we're seeing in Fraser Park. A little bit of rain snow mix indicated by the pink, the white indicating snow. And take a look all through the Grapevine. We're dealing with a bit of rain. And then once we get to Castaic into Santa Clarita, looking at more rain. potentially getting here in the next couple of hours. By here, we're talking about the Basin and Orange County. And of course, the San Fernando Valley is going to be the next one on the radar to get hit here. On top of that, windy conditions, those southwesterly winds picking up, looking at sustained winds between 20 and 30 miles an hour with wind gusts potentially up to 50 miles an hour. Over the next 24 hours, wind advisories kicking in overnight, lasting through tomorrow evening in some spots. And even right now, we're dealing with pretty windy conditions. 13-mile-an-hour sustained winds in Lancaster. As we head over to Malibu, you're not looking at any advisories along the coast, but still very windy. 13-mile-an-hour sustained winds along the coast in Malibu. Temperature-wise, we're into the 50s, 56 in Santa Monica, 56 in Inglewood, Huntington Beach at 57, and over to Santa Ana, you're currently at 58 degrees. So earlier today, we got up to 65 degrees, well below average and well below record temperatures. We did hit record lows, though. No record highs, but record lows. Last night, we got down to 51. Average is about 58 degrees. So still dealing with cool conditions and still dealing with wet conditions into the morning hours. In fact, the heaviest rain hitting in the morning, probably looking at about ½ an inch to 1.5 inches once everything is said and done. And we're not done by tomorrow afternoon. We're still dealing with that chance of rain as we head into Wednesday. Take a look at this, your 5-day forecast showing you just that for the valleys and the Inland Empire. We're still in for that chance Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon. By Thursday, we're nice and dry, and we're actually warming it up into Friday, cooling it back down into the weekend, but keeping it dry for now. The Basin in Orange County also dealing with rain. Again, the heaviest rain hitting in the morning, right around that morning commute. A chance of showers as we head into Wednesday as well. Low clouds by Thursday, and then by Friday and Saturday, a little more sunshine, but a little cooler once again as we head to the weekend. Lena, Sylvia, back to you.
All right.